take a look at line 11. It says Katy Perry. Good morning, Katy Perry.
Good morning, partner in making dreams come true.
I'm so excited, and we have not had a chance to talk. I just want to say I'm so excited that you are at the helm of the new American Idol. It makes me so happy.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited too, and I'm going to need you to probably teach me a few things, but I'm very excited as well. I just think it's one of those things where, well, it is one of those shows that actually makes people's dreams come true. Like, not to disregard any other show, but truly, there are people that are having amazing, successful professional careers right now because of that show, and so it's going to be a fun one.
It's going to be great. And I mean, you have such a connection with your fans. And I have met so many fans of yours over the years going around the country auditioning people with the years that we've done this show. So it's just, it's the greatest. And I'm thrilled. Congratulations. I can't wait. I mean, the auditions start very soon. And for those who want to audition, you can go to AmericanIdol.com. But, Katy Perry, the business at hand. I'm going to read the rumors. These are rumors, so nothing's confirmed. But the rumors of other judges in circulation that others have reported. They say Keith Urban, Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, Charlie Puth, and Nikki Sixx. Now, of that group, what's your take?
I'm really pulling for Lionel because I think Lionel is an icon, and not only that, if you've ever seen or met Lionel, he just knows how to charm the whole room, and he's such a artisan with words, and his whole presence just brightens the whole room. So I love Lionel. I also love his family.
Yeah.
I have them all around.
Yeah.
And, you know, Charlie, I think, is a really interesting play because Charlie Puth is, you know, somewhat new to the general public of America. I mean, obviously, he's got his own big fan base, but I think he's really talented. And like Attention, that song Attention is one of my favorite songs this year. Yeah. He's a writer, he's a producer, he's young, he's fresh, he's cool, he's hip, he's Charlie Puth.
Wow. Yeah, and I think you're right. People, if you don't know him, he's a musician. I mean, this guy's a student of music.
Oh, yeah, he went to college for music, I'm pretty sure. But he
did.
He's Berkeley, was it Berkeley?
He went to one of the good ones. I'm looking it up now.
He plays like every instrument in that song, Attention. He plays all the instruments in it.
Yeah, he's just like some fresh blood. So, you know, between Lionel and me, it would be nice to have, like, you know, someone even just a little bit even more fresh.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we're a different kind of fresh. We're wise.
I think you said this. I mean, I was just looking at how many I mean, you have millions and millions of albums sold and tens of millions of downloads and things like that. But, you know, with your credibility, and you look at Lionel's history in the music business, that's a really cool balance to me on the panel.
I just want to give constructive criticism. Like, I'm not going to be one of those people that, like, I mean, look, honestly, sob stories come second for me, and everybody has a situation, and God bless them on their journey. But if you don't got the goods, you don't got the goods. And we already know, like, the marketplace is already way too crowded. You know, there's 100,000 things coming out every single Friday. Yeah. You know, and everybody's changing from song to song. So it's almost like the music industry doesn't need another person just to fill the space. We just need, you know, a star. We want a star, and we want someone that can bring something and contribute something that's, you know, never been heard before, or in a unique way or a unique perspective. So I'm not going to, like, I'm going to maybe be a little bit more Simon Cowell than anything. I hope it doesn't put me in, like, a bad position, but I really respect him because as much as people were kind of like, oh, he's grumpy or he's mean, he was just truthful. He's just legit. He's just seen it, you know? And, like, I don't need to be there to, like, win the popular race. I
It's
just
gonna be
need
so
to be there
good.
to find like someone I can make their dreams come true.
This is going to be so good. And I have to give love to Keith Urban, too, because I
course.
love Keith with us on that panel, too. I love Keith Urban. What were you going to say?
Would people be at an advantage or a disadvantage if they sing one of your songs, Katy?
They'd be at probably an advantage, especially if they sang something like Firework, because I have to like squeeze both my butt cheeks to hit all those notes.
Katy Perry, the voiceover right there. She is hosting the VMAs. We're going to come back, get into that next. And he went to Berkeley. That's right. Charlie Puth went to Berkeley. All right.
That's right.
Kiss FM, hang on. That is Katy Perry, the voice of Katy Perry, along with Calvin Harris and Pharrell and Big Sean with Feels. That's a fun. Was that like just a side thing? How did that happen?
I saw Calvin actually at an Vanity Fair Oscar party. We just bumped into each other, and he's like, "Oh, you know, it's so funny. I think I have a song that maybe you should come check out." And I was like, "Cool," because we'd always meant to work together for years and years and years, and we'd had like little falling outs here and there. We'd had some public Twitter spats, and it was like 8 years or so had passed, and it's like time to put all that behind us. And I came to the studio, and he played me a bunch of like unfinished but really solid moments for his new record. And then he played me this one part for this new song called Feels, and I was like, oh yeah, this is
cool.
kind of like my favorite song off the record. So
yeah.
I was just down to do it, and I've always wanted to collaborate with him for years and years and years.
It's fun. I like it. Katy Perry with us at the VMAs. So Sunday night, you're hosting and performing.
Yes.
What do we need to know? What can you tell? I mean, this show specifically always creates moments. Mm-hmm. We know that you cannot tell us the moments, but what can...
because people are themselves, and like they're it's different than like the Grammys or the Oscars. It's just like people being raucous.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so fun. They're being rock and roll. They're like, it's the last part of rock and roll, it feels like. I just want to preface, though, that, like, I'm everybody's expectations. I'm not Jimmy Kimmel. I'm not Jimmy Fallon. I'm not a Jimmy. I'm not even an Ellen, okay? I'm just Katy, and maybe I have one joke up my sleeve, but, like, I've got a lot of beautiful outfits, and I'm going to keep the show moving because we know it can be a 3-hour-plus show.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what to expect because there's a lot of spontaneity on that show, and so I'm just going to have to, like, catch every curveball that comes at me and laugh. I'm basically just going to laugh the whole way through.
Well, how do you plan to contribute to the raucousness?
I mean, I've got a couple of ideas. We'll see. We'll see.
What can you tell us?
Can you tell us what song you're doing?
I'm doing a hybrid of songs, so I'm doing a couple of songs.
All right. Well, I saw the trailer for Swish Swish.
Yes, it's a little like this movie called Bad News Bears.
I love it. I remember.
Yeah,
that. It's classic.
It's from the 70s. You know about that, Ryan, right?
I barely, but yes.
Yes, right. And it's just about the underdog team that wins. But it's really just kind of this goofy, slapstick, almost Charlie Chaplin version of a game. It's so over the top. It's so ridiculous. I roll my eyes every time I see it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so weird / funny. Like, okay,
it's great.
Great.
It's great. I mean, you got to go when you go for it over the top like that. It works. Now, I'm hearing it may come out tomorrow, Thursday. Is that true? The video?
I would love for it to come out tomorrow.
Yes. All right. So well, if you would love it, then that might happen. So keep your eyes peeled. And then before you go, I want for all of your fans to hear about the tour because I know you had to put a pin in it to perfect it. What's the status? What can you tell fans?
Well, I'm actually right now talking to you from Pennsylvania. I'm in Amishtown, Pennsylvania, which is really interesting. That's where they set up a lot of shows, and I've been here, and I'm just popping back in to do the VMAs, and then I am flying back, and I'm just heavy in rehearsals. And so what happened is a lot of our stuff that we've been rehearsing on didn't even show up until like a couple days ago. So it was our first days, and we were like, whoa, we need some time on this. But it's amazing to see all these horse and buggies go by and like Amish people and be like, And while I'm rehearsing like a very kind of futuristic show, there's like horse and buggy driving by.
But maybe that's why some of the set pieces were delayed, because you were there waiting on the horses.
Maybe that's right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ryan.
That's what it is. Well, I'm excited.
I'm so excited, and everybody come check it out. It's called Witness the Tour. Go to katyperry.com for all the dates. Maybe I'm naive by saying this, but wasn't that movie Witness in Amish country? Oh, yes, but I had never heard about that. So good one for connecting the dots.
That was a famous it's a famous movie with Richard Gere, Harrison Ford, one of those two, in Amish country. Katy Perry, look forward to seeing you Sunday on the VMAs, and can't wait to see you on the road. Thanks for calling.
Thanks so much, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Love you, Katy.